Good day, everyone. Right now I'm going to do a little video on Ramble On, and it's a short tune, so this will be a short video. There is a isolated drum track that exists that many of you may be familiar with, and if you're not, I highly recommend checking it out. If you can get access to it, I'm sure it's available online somewhere, most likely here on YouTube. But these isolated tracks from the second album really are gems to have, to be able to hear clearly what he was playing. And Ramble On is a very clear example of one of the things that I've been talking about in recent videos, which is his use of ghosting on the snare drum and how often he employs that technique and to what great effect, because it really makes for a really great feel when you incorporate the left hand that way, the way a lot of great R&B and soul drummers did, like I had talked about in a couple earlier videos. People like Bernard Purdie, Clyde Stubblefield, Al Jackson Jr. from the Stax Records studios. All those guys use a lot of left hand kind of cushioning the beat and playing off of the hi-hat quarter notes. So in this song, it's very clear to hear it when you hear the isolated drum tracks. But I'm going to go ahead and play the beat, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about what I think the pitter-patter sound is during the first part, where there's no drums, where it's just the acoustic guitar strumming and the bass line. I think he's actually doing this on a drum seat. That's it. I really think that's what it is. I read somewhere that it was played on a drum seat. I also read at some point that it was on one of Jimmy's guitar cases. That's possible too. I don't know. I guess maybe if that were the case, it would have to, if that were the case, no pun intended, it would have to be a soft case, or maybe there was a towel or something draped over the guitar case if it was a hard case. But to me, it just sounds like a drum seat if you really listen to it closely. Righto. So I'm going to play the beat, and then I'm going to slow it down and look at how it all comes together. So here it is. Okay, so as you can see, the left hand is basically mirroring, playing off of almost every hi-hat note except for when it's playing accents. So you have this kind of thing. And the bass drum is also playing on those upbeats. So you've got this happening. So I'm going to play the beat slower now so you can distinguish the different parts, and then I'll remove some of the parts so you can hear them isolated. You know, I'm going to play the beat without the hi-hat, so you could just focus on the bass drum and the snare. Now I'll play the beat without the bass drum, so you could just focus on the hi-hat and snare. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Now I'll play just the hi-hat and the bass drum and do a reduction without the snare. Now you'll notice that there are times where I play double strokes on the bass drum, which is something that's open to, subject to interpretation. Bonham often did that. It's not like the beat is always the same repetitive beat over and over. There is some subtle variation going on. So again, I'm going to play the beat with all the parts together, locked in, so you can hear how it all fits together. 1, 2, 3.